Welcome to Algebra, and I am your instructor, Alicia Langdon, and this video is just to break down the class a little bit and to tell you what you can expect. So let's get started. This is me. You can also get to know me a little better in the student lounge as well. I did a little introduction there. If you don't know how to get to the student lounge, if you look in our classroom, there'll be a discussions link on the left-hand side of the screen. You just want to click on that, and then you'll have a student lounge in there. Just click on your student lounge, and then you can click on my welcome message about your professor, and it just is a short little slideshow that I created just with some pictures to kind of tell you about me, my background, my work history, and then also just some hobbies just to get to know me a little bit better. And then once you've done that, just go ahead and introduce yourself as well. Let me get to know you a little bit better. What are you interested in? How do you feel about math? All that fun jazz. So that is just a way to introduce yourself, get into the class a little bit more. Now, this course is actually a 5.5 or 5.5 week course, and it starts on Tuesday. We started a day late because of New Year's. Happy New Year! And I realized that I said started 1/3/16. That should be 17. You know, you're still getting used to writing 2017. It's going to take me a while, not going to lie. But then we're going to end February 7th, 2017. So it's a really short window. And it is very intense. They basically took an 11-week course and squished it together. So it is a lot of work. I'm not going to lie to you. But hopefully you're taking less courses, and so you can concentrate more on this one. So you will have to spend that extra time. It's not like a normal class where you are only supposed to spend about 3 hours a week in it. This one you'll probably have to spend a lot more time. Just going to be upfront with you guys. That's kind of how it's designed. So in this class, we're going to cover a lot of topics. Some of them may be familiar, maybe not. I'll be going through all of them in the live lecture, so if any of these topics don't seem familiar, don't worry, we will talk about it and I'll explain what they mean. So we're going to talk about order of operations, linear equations, functions, graphing, inequalities, systems of equations, radicals, polynomials, factoring, quadratic functions, rational expressions, and that's a lot. Okay. So we're going to go through all that in 5.5 weeks, so it's a lot, you can tell. But we'll get through it, we'll work through it, and then there's just a little joke over there. This is the person your algebra problems warned you about, you know, like the 50 watermelons in the back. Who's going to buy that many watermelons? But anyways, I like corny math jokes, so hopefully you do as well, or at least appreciate, or just laugh at me. That's fine. So let's break down what your grade is going to consist of and how you're going to accomplish this course. So this class is composed of several different areas. You can see in this pie chart here. Discussions aren't every week. So if you've taken any other courses, usually your classes have discussion boards every single week. This class is slightly different. You're going to have them every other week. So you'll have them week 1, 3, and 5. So be careful. It's all on your calendar, and I'll show you that as well. But be careful with the discussion boards that you're not forgetting about them. I'll try to remind you each week as well. Discussion boards are due tonight, blah, 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 because I know it gets a little tricky. Just be sure to check what's due each week. Please, please, please. And the first week, the initial discussion board isn't due until Wednesday because we're starting a day late. So just keep that in mind as well. Written assignments are the first 5 weeks. There's no assignment in the last week. The last week is seriously like 2-3 days, so it's really, really short. So we're only going to do written assignments the first 5 weeks. And written assignments can be difficult because it requires you to explain what you're doing. So if you're not feeling confident about your understanding, these can be a struggle, but they're designed to help you understand the material, and they're really designed to let you understand it at a deeper level. It's almost like you're teaching yourself, or if you were teaching somebody else, how would you explain it? That's really what written assignments are about. And I'll go into more detail in the Module 1 breakdown with examples and really breaking down what I expect for those written assignments. So be sure to check out that Module 1 video, and I'll show you where it's going to be located later on. Okay, and then we have quizzes, and there are 2 quizzes each week except for week 6 where there's a quiz and then the final. But it's all in there. I'll explain it each week in a little video breakdown, what you can expect. The quizzes are a huge portion. It's 45% of your grade. These quizzes are timed multiple choice. So to be successful with these quizzes, you need to be watching the live lectures. You need to be doing practice problems. You need to be practicing the material we go over, because it's going to be hard to do it in a timed environment if you don't feel comfortable with those problems. So keep that in mind as you're going along. Quizzes are very important. And if you don't do well, you can always look back and say, what did I do last week that maybe I should change up this week, okay? And I'll be pushing you along as we go along this quarter, okay? Or these 5.5 weeks. So we also have live lectures each week, and there's actually 2 live lectures each week. These are required. They're 8% of your grade. So they're kind of like participation points. As long as you watch them, you get the points. I highly encourage, obviously I can't sit there and make sure that you're watching them. I give code words during the live lectures to encourage you to be watching those live lectures. But obviously I can't hold your hand and force you to watch them. I will be giving you notes, emailing you out notes to go along with the PowerPoint, so you can write them down as you go. And writing down your notes as you watch the live lecture is the best way to help you understand and remember the material. So keep that in mind. Live lectures are very important. They're going to help you be successful on the written assignments and the quizzes. They're not everything that's going to make you successful, but they're a huge portion that's part of your success. So make sure you're checking those out. I do record them if you are unable to come to the live sessions. And the live sessions are Tuesday, Thursday from 1 to 2 p.m. Central Time. Okay, so I live in Illinois, so Central Standard Time. So if you're in Florida or anywhere else on the West Coast, you may have a different time zone. So just be careful of that. And then the last thing is the final exam. It's given week 6. It is cumulative. Don't worry about the final exam until the week of. I will talk about it more the week of. You don't have to worry about it yet, so don't freak out. We have time. We have to get through week 1 first. So if you're watching this video and you're slightly freaked out, hopefully not. I'm trying to calm your nerves a little bit. There are some helpful hints that I'm going to give to make you successful in this class. Okay, you do have access to me. Don't be afraid to reach out to me if you are struggling. That's what my job is. I'm here to help you, and I want you to do well. So please email me. My email is in the course homepage, or you can email me through the course. You can call me, you can text me. My phone number is there. It's also on the course homepage. You can also contact me through the Remind app, and I put a little course announcement about that as well. It's just a little app that helps me keep track of everyone and respond quickly. It's really a nice thing. I made a little course announcement, so just check that out. We do have live lectures Tuesday and Thursday from 1 to 2 p.m. Some live lectures are going to be tougher than others. Just keep that in mind. Stay strong, come in with a positive attitude, make sure you take detailed notes. Again, if you can't make that time, remember I record them for you to watch later. They're worth the same credit, no matter if you come live or recorded. So that's always a good thing to keep in mind. And then we do have tutoring available. It's free through Rasmussen. It's called BrainFuse. There's an app. There's also a bunch of information on the course homepage, which I'm actually going to pull up real quick. Here's our course homepage, and you can see my instructor information there. So you always have my name, my phone number, my email, if you don't want to message me through the course messages over there. And then the Remind app in case you want to message me through there. That's a really cool little tool that you can just type out, or you can do it through your phone. I actually get text messages through my phone, which is really nice for me since I always have it on me. And I try to respond within, 12 hours, max 24. I pride myself in getting back to you in a timely manner. So if I'm not getting back to you within, those 24 hours, don't be afraid to maybe reach out to me again and be like, oh, I just didn't know if you got that last email. Because, technology sometimes malfunctions, unfortunately. 'Tis life now. And then you have your live classroom information up here as well. Again, remember that it's every Tuesday, Thursday. Here's the location. Just click on there. That's a WebEx link. The first time you do it, please come a little bit early so you can set up your audio. Otherwise, it gets a little tedious at the beginning. So just try to do that for me. And then down here we have your information for tutoring. There is actually a peer tutor for this. So if you just click on this link, oh no, that did not work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put up a link for tutoring. So don't worry about that. There'll be a link here that'll explain exactly what's available for tutoring and how to set up a tutoring appointment. If you struggle at all with math, I will have that set up for you. So no worries at all. You can look through there, set up an appointment. They can sit online, chat with you. Or there's also options for like in person on your local campus. You can do that as well. I normally don't do one-on-one tutoring just because I don't have the time, and these classes are a bit bigger, so I can't do one-on-one tutoring, but I am willing to give you feedback on your homework assignment. So if you send me your written assignment before Saturday of the due date, I'm willing to look over it and give you any feedback. So if you're really struggling with those written assignments, feel free to reach out to me. Now, if you're struggling with any of the material, like the general concepts and stuff, of course, go to those live lectures first. Maybe rewatch them a couple times. That helps people a lot. Or reach out to your tutors. Maybe have them explain it in a different way. Remember, everybody learns different, so one way explained might not be connecting with you like another way, okay? So just keep that in mind. Lots of tutoring, okay. We also have another option built into the class, which are these video lessons. And I think they're pretty cool. I'm biased though. And I think a lot of people actually forget about them because they're kind of hiding in the class. So let me show you where those video lessons are. So if you click on your module, so let's say we're in module 1, week 1, yay. If you click on module 1, it should not give you that secure connection failed link because that's just my computer being funny. But you'll have your two options. Your assignments are where your assignments are located, and then your lesson content is where any material that you may need to review is located. So if you click on your lesson content, what's going to pop up is this page, and you have your objectives, you have the breakdown of what's required, and then you have a little introductory video, which if you've watched this video, don't worry about that. And then you have these lessons. So there's 2 lessons, and in each lesson there's different topics. So what I did is I just clicked on topic 2 of lesson 2, which is solving multi-step equations. Once you click on it in a new window, this is going to open. It's a flash animation screen where it has different windows to look through. So it'll have your topic homepage, and then it'll have warm-up, a presentation. Warm-up is like practice problems to get you started for that section. Presentation is a video. Worked examples are some practice examples worked out to kind of explain. And then practice is a good area to go in if you want a little bit more practice with that material. So if you're struggling with solving equations, click on the practice, and what'll pop up are some questions. So which one of these applied the distributive property correctly? And then, once you learn about the distributive property in the live lecture, you can go ahead and choose which one it is. And then, of course, the review, more practice, which is always good. And then if you're one of those people that prefers a book, there is this topic text right here. Just click on that topic text, and it'll actually have it written out in Word format. So if you're one of those people that prefers a textbook, that's kind of where the textbook is located. I do have a copy of a textbook that is free if you would like it. I'm happy to send it out to you. Just shoot me an email and let me know. And that is all your lesson videos. And again, there's like 6 of them week 1. So just keep that in mind of things to watch. So lots of help out there. So if you feel like you're lost, try one of those suggestions. Or email me and ask me. Just let me know what you've tried, what you haven't tried, what's worked, what hasn't worked, so we can work on it a little bit more. So how are you going to be successful in this class? Because we want to be successful. It is going to be a lot of hard work. I don't want to, paint it as rose-colored, like, oh, it's going to be a breeze. I'm realistic. I want you to be realistic. Look at your time, look at what you've got planned, and realize that you're going to have to make a sacrifice somewhere to open up that time that you need for this class. Just going to be honest. It does, depending on your background coming into this, if you have a lot of background in algebra, maybe you won't need to spend as much time. If you don't have as much background, you may have to spend a little more time. Just keep that in mind as you go along. And some weeks might come to you easier than other weeks. It happens. I do not want you to start on Sunday and finish on Sunday, because that is a recipe for disaster in this class. I'm just going to let you know that is an easy way to fall behind. Start on at least Wednesday, because, at least your discussion boards are due then. Monday are weeks 1, 3, and 5, but start Wednesday, get going, because each live lecture is an hour long, if not more. You have written assignments, you have the material to go through, you have to practice, and then you have 2 quizzes each week. So it's a lot of work. So just keep that in mind, that you're going to have to spend more than one day. Otherwise, it's not usually going to work out. I could be wrong. I'm just giving you my suggestion. Okay. Positive attitude. With that being said, I don't want you to think you can't do this. It's not impossible. It's just going to take some effort. Okay. It's not going to be an easy breezy, beautiful cover girl class. Okay. It's going to be a little bit tougher. So just try your best to stay positive. I'm here for you. I want you to succeed. I know you can do it. Just keep striving through. Okay. Keep going. Okay. Make the impossible possible. I love my corny motivational memes. They're wonderful. Okay. And then effort. If you're struggling through something, that means you're learning. Okay. You're working through it. If you're sending me those written assignments and you're working through it and you're trying and you're improving, that's what matters. Everybody's at a different level. So if you went from like a C to a B type of idea, you're doing great. Okay. If you were at a B and you went to an A, that's fabulous. Great. Okay? Everybody's at a different level. Work with what you got and be proud of how far you've gotten. Okay? Everybody's going to learn something, and you'll be surprised at how much you'll learn in such a short period of time. If you work at it and stick with it, you can do it. Okay? So we want to all succeed. You can do it. That's the motivational speech. Okay, so what should you do now? So I'm actually only going to give one code word, and it's actually going to be a code phrase. So I'm going to change that. So the code phrase that I want you to put into the quiz submission, which I'll show you where that's at in a second, is "Yes, I can!" exclamation mark. And that's the "Yes, I can." You will put it in Module 1 under Assignments. There is a course breakdown video extra credit. You're going to click on that, and then you are going to continue, and then you will enter "Yes, I can." Maybe put a smiley face. Maybe make it pretty colors. I don't really care. Save and submit, and then what I'll do is I'll give you those 5 points of extra credit just for that short little work, just to get us started on the right foot and in a positive attitude. So do that. You can also print the calendar. If you don't know where the calendar is, I'm going to move my face here. Up in the upper right hand corner under your name, it's going to say calendar. Just click on the calendar and it'll pop up. It's all populated for you of the due dates and what you need to know. So check that out. Maybe print it. Since it's only 5.5 weeks, you could print the whole thing and have it all ready to go, maybe on the side wall in your study somewhere. Just throwing ideas out there. Introduce yourself in the student lounge. Let me get to know you. And then sign up for Remind. And again, that's in your course announcements. It's a separate information about that. And then watch the Module 1 introduction video. I'm going to go into more detail specifically about what's due Module 1, how to do the assignments, and all that happy jazz. So check that out. And then if you have any questions about what to expect, what you need, I'm here for you. Just let me know. So with that being said, I wish you the best of luck in this class, and I just want you to do your best. So good luck, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.